My name is Dr. Sarah Crawford, and I'm a physical therapist here at Wave Physical Therapy and Pilates. And today we're talking about the psoas major and its relationship to the nervous system. If you are just tuning in, what we know is that an overactive psoas, due to disuse, overuse, or blunt trauma, can help feed the nervous system that we are in a state of fight or flight. The reverse is also true. If we are in a state of fight or flight, that psoas major will often react. So sometimes that fight or flight might have ended, that fear, that risk, and yet that psoas just hasn't gotten the message to calm down. And so if you're trying to decide whether or not you have some issues going on in your psoas, our favorite way to look at that is with a standing lunge test. And so the way you're going to do that test is you will take a step back and you'll lunge onto your forward leg, letting your back knee drop while reaching your arms up overhead and extending backwards. And what you're looking at is what's happening to this back leg. So if I can come forward into that lunge and back bend, and that knee is staying directly underneath the hip, that's a really healthy psoas major. However, if I go to do that back bend and that knee wants to abduct or externally rotate and the knee slides away from being underneath the hip, then that is signs that that hip flexor or that psoas muscle might be contracted and overworked. We talk about ways to address this in some other videos, so be sure to check those out. But this is one of our favorite ways to really identify if the psoas is the problem in the first place. Let us know if you have any comments, questions. There are some other tests that people like to do, like a kneeling knee flexion test, but unfortunately that does not rule out that the quad muscles are involved. So this is a really great way to just really check, because we're adding this lumbar extension piece, to make sure that it is in fact psoas. So be sure to follow us along and share with any of your friends if you think it might be helpful.